Hi there, and happy Wednesday. So time for the workout of the week. It's a little bit late, my apologies. I wanted to get it out a lot sooner, but a review. Workout of the week is just something to keep you active. It's meant to supplement whatever you're doing in your phys ed classes, whatever school you're in, and it's meant to keep you motivated and keep you as fit as humanly possible with the hopes, fingers crossed, that we can do some kind of events coming up here. Today's going to be very leg heavy. We did this with the Praetorians last Thursday, so I'm just going to give you kind of a condensed version. So first things first, make sure you take yourself through a good warm-up. Make sure you stretch out your quads, your hamstrings, work on those hip flexors and hip extensors, get that low back kind of opened up, make sure everything is nice and fluid. Then the first exercise we're going to do is very simple. All it is a squat with a squat pulse. So all I'm going to do here is make sure my core is nice and tight. I'm going to drop down to a squat, come up halfway into my squat pulse, drop back down and up 3 times, okay, and then stand out of it. I'm going to do that a total of 15 times. So that counts as 1. So I'll be back down, come up halfway, 1, 2, 3, and fully stand out of it. That would be 2. I'm 2 reps in out of my 15. I'm going to go for 3 rounds of that. The second workout, or second exercise, is very similar. What we're going to do is the same body position, because we're just trying to smoke those legs, is we're going to drop back down to our full squat. We're going to come up halfway. We're going to do our 3 pumps again, our 3 squat pulses. And then the third, we're going to do a squat jump. Just leave the ground slightly. It's not a huge jump in the air. We don't need to do that. So back down. I come up 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to drop back down and come up. All right? So with that, we're going to lower the number. We're only going to do 10 of those, but we're going to do 3 rounds again. Next exercise, we're going to get into a nice wide base support. We're going to go up on our tiptoes. Okay, so our heels are up. We're going to activate those calves. We're going to drop down to a sumo squat and then back up. Drop into a sumo squat and back up. We're going to do 10 of those, 3 rounds. Then we're going to finish off, stay in the same body position. Our calves are still activated. And all we're going to do here is we're just going to do some calf raises. Okay, so up and down. You don't need to hold at the top. Just cycle through. Do about 30 of those as a burner to just kind of really finish off those legs. Next exercise. All we're going to do here is a lunge with a pulse. So I'm going to step out into my lunge position. I want to drop down to 90 degrees. I'm going to come up, and I'm going to pulse 3 times. Then I'm going to step up, drop to the other side, pulse 3 times. Okay, that counts as 1. We're going to do again about 10 of those, so 10 per side, 20 total, and we're going to go for 3 rounds. So by now the legs should be feeling pretty banged up. So we want to continue with that. You're going to find a section of wall. I don't really have a good one here because I've got a railing right here. But if I were to pretend, I would find that. I'm going to find a nice section, get my legs down to 90 degrees, hands off, back nice and straight in a nice comfortable position. I'm going to hold this wall sit for about a minute. What this is doing is it's driving lactic acid into my leg muscles, okay? And it's creating an opportunity for me to improve my ability to deal with my lactic acid threshold. Okay, so I'm going to hold this, it's going to burn, you're going to shake, you're going to want to lean forward and kind of hang on here. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to keep our back nice and straight, nice and low. We're going to hold that for a minute. All right, once we've cycled through all of that, we're going to do a couple of arm exercises. So you can grab anything. I used shot puts last week that weighed about 11 pounds each. You could use your backpack, so a school bag is really, really easy. So what I can do is I can take my school bag here, I've got whatever books or binders in it, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to do 21s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl halfway up 7 times. Okay, once I finish those 7, okay, I'm going to curl the upper part 7 times. So from here, up, okay, I don't want those elbows to track forward, so I don't want this. I want those elbows to stay nice in line, okay? And then after I do those 7, I'm going to do 7 more full, okay? I'm going to do 3 sets of those, keeping my core nice and tight, nice straight body line. Okay. Once I finish that, I'm going to shake my arms out. The next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do an anterior raise. So if I've got a lot of books in my bag, I want to take a couple of those out. I'm going to raise it up to here, hold, keep my core nice and tight, and then lower back down. Back up and back down. I'm going to do 10 of those, 3 rounds as well. Finally, I want to burn out those arms. My legs are toast by this point, so now I want to get my arms done. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and curl and try and get to about 20 or 30 reps. So let's pretend I'm getting pretty close. So 28, 29, 30. My arms are feeling pretty smoked. I'm going to rest. I'm not going to put the bag down. I'm going to make sure that my core stays nice and tight. And I'm going to try and curl 5 more times. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna rest again. Okay, make sure those arms are nice and relaxed. We're gonna try and curl 5 more times. Each one of these is going to be a tick or a point. Okay, what I wanna try and do is set myself a mental goal of how many ticks I wanna get to. So when we did this on Thursday, I think I did, first round was like 30 to 40 reps, and then I went through the 5 rep groupings or ticks, and I think I got up to about 88. So what you want to do is keep track, because if you keep track or you journal that, the next time you do this exercise, you're going to try and push yourself past that level. Just like with the leg exercises, you could add a round or increase the amount of reps that you're going to do. Remember, lots of water, so make sure you grab your water, make sure you stay hydrated, okay? And make sure that you take the time to get a nice stretch afterwards and a solid cool down. There's nothing like having enough hydration, so make sure that you've got your hydration done and you are staying nice and hydrated throughout. You're taking the time to recover, you're taking the time to relax, and you're stretching before and after. All right, that's it for the workout of the week. Holy smokes, I'm already tired and I didn't even do anything. Have a good one, find a way or make one.